are the top 7 apps to automate your Airbnb business in 2024.
I'm Sarah Caracan.
I'm Annette Grant, and together we are. Thanks for visiting.
We've hosted thousands upon thousands of guests. We've gotten thousands upon thousands of reviews, and now we're going to help you do the same.
Rolling in at the #1 top spot. Might seem simple, but you got to have the Airbnb app to get started. It's going to be the numero uno.
These days, Airbnb has added so many components to its app that help you automate. You can automate messages back to your guests. You can tell essentially Airbnb, if the guest mentions the word Wi-Fi, respond automatically with this answer. Airbnb has a new integration with locks that will help automate setting new codes for each and every guest. There are a lot of things that Airbnb integrates with, and we're going to get into those to help automate other areas of the guest stay.
You're going to want to make sure that you have that instant book on so those people can book when they're ready.
Well, there's another automation, yeah. If you want to level up your lock game, though, and go above and beyond the basic stuff that Airbnb allows you to do with lock automation, we use Point Central in our business, and we love it. There's an app you can use so you can open and close any of your short-term rental doors remotely. You can schedule when cleaners have access to properties, when your inspectors have access to properties, maintenance, right? So like, let's say they can only have access Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, or just for this one specific day for a certain period of time. And let's not even talk about just the automation process in general of generating guest codes, unique codes that start at the beginning of their reservation. Like literally, if yours starts at 10 a.m., it's 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 11 a.m., and ends right when their reservation ends. There's other automations too that with the lock, if they press a certain code, could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, it'll automatically send your guest or send you a message that, hey, your guest checked out. So there's so many cool things that lock automation softwares like Point Central do to keep your life super simple.
And it's not just simple, it's really safe. When you use an app like this, you know who's coming to your property when, and you know that each and every guest has a specific code for them. So the lovely part about this is that underlying safety with every single code that you give out. Up next, #3, we have an Amazon business account. Having that Amazon app when your cleaner needs something, your maintenance team needs something, you need something for your guest, it's so nice just to have it there on your phone. It can keep track of your past orders. Again, Amazon, the actual app is free if you want to upgrade to Prime, but it is going to be a game changer for you.
Our next one is our favorite app, Breezeway, which can integrate directly with your Airbnb account. You don't necessarily need other software in order to connect with your reservations. And there are a lot of things that Breezeway offers, but one of our 2 favorite things, I'll take the first one, you can take the second one.
Sure.
One of my favorites, actually, we got 3 of these this week alone, and that is a guest booking an extra night, because Breezeway will automatically send the guest a request. Hey, the night before you arrive is open. We haven't sold it. Would you like it at a discount? They automate that process. Our guests can say yes, accept it. Boom, we make extra money by doing nothing else.
Yep.
The night was gonna sit there vacant anyway.
So it could be the night before, the night after. Those are called gap nights. So if you're not taking advantage of gap nights, you can do that today. And then the other thing that the app can do is it has Breezeway Assist. So if you are a one-person show and you need an extra team member, they can have that around-the-clock team member for you. And yes, it is an actual human being, not just AI, and it can be there on the app answering your guests for you.
This is a good time to bring up the fact that Breezeway is our amazing sponsor of this video, and for good reason. We love partnering with Breezeway because we use them in our business every single day, and not just like with their core offering, which are these amazing robust checklists, and that's just a checklist for cleaners, checklist for inspectors, checklist for a maintenance team, whether it's you or someone else, but also,
oh my gosh, you can use their guidebooks. You can use their gap night messaging. Yes, you can make extra money here getting that reservation if there's an open night before or after for that guest. Also, you can add on team members using Breezeway Assist. And then last but not least, it'll help you with all of your safety too. So this app, please check out our offer below. You want to give Breezeway a call, see what they can do for you. This is the first app I check every single morning. It's Relay. It's an online banking platform, and you have got to be separating your business and personal expenses. And Relay is specifically for businesses. This is hosting hot tip number one. You want to make sure that you are keeping those expenses, both income and expenses, completely separate. And we love Relay because A, it's at our fingertips every morning. You can do virtual debit cards for yourself and your team, and the best part is you can automate your profit percentages. We practice profit first, and we have that dialed in, and it does the work for us.
App number 6, Price Labs. Price Labs helps you automate the pricing in your short-term rental business. The way you set up your base price, your max price, there's other rules that you can set up ahead of time telling the application how to run your pricing for your short-term rental or your various short-term rentals will help you capture money that you may not have captured otherwise. For example, case in point, there is some like random sporting event that's not like one of our big ones here in Columbus, Ohio. Price Labs picked up that the pricing algorithms around the hotels and the other short-term rentals in my area where people were booking at a higher price point, then change the pricing for me automatically and grab me a lot more money for a weekend than I would have otherwise, not knowing the event was going around. So using dynamic pricing, we use Price Labs, is definitely gonna help you make more money in your business and help you automate that process of pricing your property. Let me tell you a story about the time that a neighbor was against me. Like, I was a very good operator. I was on top of my guests. I made sure I had the best guests book this property because it was a condominium. And so there was a condo owner who lived above us. And he kept saying there was noise complaints. And I was like, I would run over there and there'd be no noise. And I was like, I don't understand like what's going on here. And so I got the bright idea of like, you know what? I'm going to get noise aware. People usually get noise aware to combat noise in a way of like, hey, we often have this problem of having parties in the property or guests don't quite know how loud they're getting. And so you can put this privacy safe piece of technology in your property that is approved. Like these technologies are allowed by Airbnb. Mm-hmm. You just have to disclose it. But I used it a different way. I used it to pull data that actually my guests weren't making hardly any noise because you can have a threshold of noise levels to prove to the city that like, yes, we're a short-term rental, but we are well-behaved short-term rental, and I have the data to prove it.
And so this is an app, but however, we do have to let you know there is a physical device that will have to go into your property, but you will command it from your phone. It will alert you from the phone. And the best part about this, because all these apps are about automation, it will automate a message to your guest if they do go over that threshold that you have set up, and it makes it a lot less friction between you and your guest.
Like we said, there are so many apps out there that promise to automate your properties. These are ones that we have used for years in our business. So look in the show notes below. We have them all linked for you there and listed. With that, I'm Sarah Karakayan.
I'm Annette Grant, and together we are Thanks for visiting. And very last but not least, make sure to download the YouTube app, subscribe to our channel, and it'll automate you getting our next video.